If you watch Desperate Housewives long enough, the archetype of each leading lady start to show up. Gabrielle is the pretty one, Susan is the clumsy one, Lynette is the business lady, and Bree is the traditional proper one. As much as the series tries to portray Susan as the dummy of the bunch, the latter seasons proved the respectable perfectionist and proper Bree to be the simpleton of the series. Here is the proof. At the end of season 4, Bree and Catherine start a catering business together, and Bree became the face of the business, writing her own cookbook, becoming a best-selling author, overtaking the business and making Catherine her employee. On the process, the business grows so big it even complicated her marriage with Orson, who became jealous of her success and tried to force her into selling her company. But being the shrewd businesswoman she is, she tried to hide her assets before divorcing him. Then the plane crash happened, leading to the death of her lawyer and lover Carl and paralyzing Orson. So she just forgave Orson, the man who tried to blackmail her into selling her business and become his caretaker just because of the accident. That's dummy point 1. After that, she hired Sam, a guy who just walked into her office and asked for a job, without an interview or background check, for a position she didn't post an opening for, just because he suggested something obvious on his way out after she told him there was no open position to hire for. So she hired Sam, and he did a good job of running her business, which led to him and her becoming closer, and she offered him the position of vice president, making Andrew, her son, resentful, who previously held the position. And one day he come to the office drunk and attacked Sam, who left in anger. Bree went to his house trying to bring him back after the fight with Andrew. And at his house, she discovers he was the love child of her deceased husband Rex, and Sam was conceived while her husband was having an affair with his mother. She obviously got angry and left his apartment and refused to talk to him, but he rizzed the shib out of her later that night, convincing her to let him stay. So Bree welcomed him to the family, inviting him for dinner and giving him his father's guitar. This was too far for Andrew, who got mad and broke the guitar, Bree not liking that scolded Andrew for breaking the guitar and promised to give Sam his inheritance. Orson told Andrew he agrees with him and to look into the background of Sam instead of throwing a temper tantrum. Andrew discovered Sam wasn't a college graduate, as he said, but a dropout, and informed his mother of his discovery. When Bree questioned him, Sam admitted he lied on his CV and offered to resign, claiming he dropped out of college to help his sick mother on her deathbed before her passing. Bree accepts his apology and told him to stay. This angered Andrew, but there was nothing he can do about it. One day, while she was out shopping with Sam, Bree saw him talking to an elderly woman who works at the supermarket. When she asked who the woman was, Sam tried to cover up and told her it was a random worker. But that didn't sit well with Bree, so she returned to talk to the woman and learned she was his very living mother. She confronts Sam and he burst out in anger, which terrified Bree, and she realized she made a mistake by hiring him. Later, she apologized to her son and told him she don't know how to get rid of Sam. Orson come up with a plan to pay him off. Bree agreed and handed Sam a check for his inheritance and asked him to leave. But Sam tore the check up, refusing to quit, shocking her. So Bree invited 2 retired cops to intimidate him into leaving. Later, while Bree was washing dishes, Sam entered her house and told her he would leave, but not before she signed over her company to him. She told him she wouldn't do that. That's when he informed her that her daughter had a little too much to drink at the dinner she invited him to, and blurted out Andrew's hit and run and how Bree covered it up. Then he threatened if she doesn't sign over her company to him, he would tell Carlos Andrew killed his mother before calling the police. An admirable move, Bree signed over her company to Sam to protect her son before threatening him if he told anyone about the accident she would take him to court. Learning this, Orson leaves her, angered by the fact she protects her son from his crimes while sending Orson to prison for his. A few hours later, she asked Andrew his permission to tell Gabrielle and Carlos about the accident just because Orson got mad and left her. In the morning, she gave away her life's work to keep this secret, and in the afternoon, she tells Gabi the secret herself. You might be asking yourself, why didn't she go back to Sam to take her company back after she herself exposes her secret? Dear viewer, that is because Bree is the dumbest character on Desperate Housewives. If you're still watching, check this video out and don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.